Thank God for Cablevision. The other day I saw Groundhog Day again, and really only by default, but I think there are no coincidences or accidents. I really needed to see that movie again. I've been living my own personal Groundhog Day, and I've known it. And I've been living this Groundhog Day for decades, and I've known it. Something this time really got my attention watching this movie, and it is by no means the first or second time that I've seen it, but it really occurred to me this time that when Bill Murray, the main character, wakes up day after day after day, and it's the same thing over and over and over again, and every day is more meaningless than the one before, right? And the guy is less and less satisfied with life and ultimately becomes suicidal, right? The reason his life is like that is because he's a self-centered guy, he's egotistical, and he's always trying to escape his pain by seeking pleasure, right? So he turns to all these things to find pleasure, and the only thing that happens is, although maybe he has momentary relief, the only thing that happens is that he's worse and worse and worse every single day that he wakes up, and his life is completely empty and meaningless. And so, and the one thing that really eludes him, he gets all the things that he thinks that he wants or needs or whatever, and none of it makes him happy. And the one thing that he really desires, which is this woman, this relationship or love, or um, he never gets. So what happens is that he becomes so miserable that he actually reaches out and becomes honest about it. And he shares this with this woman. He doesn't realize that the reason he's so miserable is because he's self-centered, but she does, and she also realizes that that's why she would have never been with him. Um, but when he shares this with her, that his life is the same thing over and over and over again, she suggests to him, how about if you change your perspective every day, and instead of wondering what life is going to give you to make it have meaning, why don't you think about what you can give to others, and maybe your life will end up having meaning that way. And so he starts to do this, and his perspective is no longer on himself and how do I feel, but on what can I do, and how can I help, and what can I offer. He lives this life of purpose and contribution. That message is, first of all, you know, transcendent and fundamental, really, to healthy living. And I didn't know this, and I didn't know that I didn't know it. I didn't know what was missing in my life. I didn't know who I was, and I didn't know what I really truly wanted. Um, and over the last about 15 years, I've, I have had an awakening about all of that, and I have been shifting. But this one core fundamental issue has not gone away. And so I'm in this loop, this time loop, like in Groundhog Day. So the same thing is happening over and over again, where I will not let myself get ahead. I'll distract myself. I'll throw curveballs, obstruction here or there. If I start to do well, I'll try to ruin it by, showing up late or not following through. And I believe that the reason I'm doing it is actually self-centered, and it never occurred to me that that's what it is, because I keep thinking that what I'm trying to do is selfless, wanting to contribute, wanting to live out a purpose. But the self-centeredness of it, and the reason why I believe that I try to take myself down all the time, is because I don't believe that I'm in a position to look perfect. And until that happens, then I can't help. And I don't want to put myself out there and have somebody judge me or not think I was the greatest thing in the world. And that's ridiculous. So I'm sharing this about myself now, And hopefully, just putting this out there will change it. That I'll be willing to be messy, be imperfect, to stumble, to stutter, to not have my hair right or my makeup right. Obviously, I won't have the lighting right in this place. Um, so I'm just doing it anyway. I don't care because you don't care about me. You shouldn't. But what I have to say may help you. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to continue to show up, put myself out there, tell you the truth about me. And if you can watch me go through it honestly, then maybe there'll be something that will let you get the message and get the solution sooner and faster than me and benefit from what I'm learning.